Imagine a man who fought over 100 battles and lost zero. A man so fearless that even the greatest empires of his time, the Byzantines and the Persians, trembled at the mention of his name. He was the tactical genius who turned certain defeat into legendary victory. But his greatest secret wasn't his mastery of the sword. It was his mindset toward failure. Most of us today are paralyzed. We are paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake. We don't start that business. We don't fix our prayer. We don't pursue our dreams because we are terrified of falling. Today, I'm going to show you how Khalid Ibn Al-Walid, the sword of Allah, eliminated the word failure from his vocabulary, and how you can do the same to transform your life, starting today. If you want to change your destiny, pay very close attention. To understand Khalid, you must understand how he viewed a setback. For most people, a mistake is a stop sign. For Khalid, it was a redirection. Think about the Battle of Uhud. Before he embraced Islam, he was on the opposite side. He saw a single mistake by the Muslim archers and capitalized on it instantly. He didn't hesitate. He didn't doubt. This leads us to principle 1, strategic detachment. Khalid understood that outcomes are in the hands of Allah, but the effort is ours. In your life, when a project fails or a door closes, do you take it personally? Do you tell yourself, I am a failure? Khalid never did. To him, a loss was simply data. It was a lesson sent by the Creator to refine his strategy. In Islam, we call this a beautiful balance of tawakkul, reliance on Allah, combined with ihsan, excellence. You only truly fail when you stop moving. As long as you are breathing, you are still in the game. Let's look at the moment that defined his legacy. The Battle of Mootah. 3,000 Muslims stood against an army of over 100,000 Romans. The odds weren't just bad, they were impossible. 3 commanders had already fallen. The situation was desperate. When Khalid took the command, he didn't retreat in fear. He used psychology. He rearranged his entire army at night, making the Romans believe reinforcements had arrived. He created an illusion of strength that broke the enemy's spirit. This is principle 2. Perception is a weapon. Fear is often an illusion we create in our own minds. We imagine the worst-case scenario, and we treat it as if it has already happened. Khalid taught us that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the mastery of it. He looked at 100,000 soldiers and didn't see a wall. He saw a puzzle to be solved. Are you looking at your challenges as walls, or are you looking for the opening? Why was he never defeated? Because his why was bigger than his life. He once sent a message to his enemies saying, I have come to you with men who love death as much as you love life. When your goal is this world, money, fame, or comfort, failure is terrifying because you feel you are losing everything. But when your goal is seeking the pleasure of Allah, failure becomes impossible. Because even in difficulty, you are earning rewards. Even in a setback, you are growing closer to the truth. This is principle 3. Shift your anchor. Stop anchoring your happiness to results you cannot control. Anchor your soul to the Creator, who controls all results. When you do this, fear vanishes. You become unstoppable, just like the sword of Allah. Khalid Ibn Al-Walid died in his bed, with tears in his eyes. He showed his friends his body, covered in scars from swords and spears. He cried because he wanted to die as a martyr on the battlefield, not in a bed. He wasn't afraid of dying. He was afraid of not giving his absolute all to his mission. Don't let your life end with the regret of what you could have been. Don't let your potential die because you were too afraid to try. If this message reached your heart today, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that this message matters. And comment the word Khalid below if you are ready to face your fears this week. If you want to know the secret habits of the most successful Sahabas, click the video on the screen right now. Become the sword of your own life. Assalamu alaikum.